Hello, how do I pick fabrics for my paints? Well, I'm trying to sew paint for myself and I'm doing some brainstorming on how I'm going to pick those colors. I don't want to have a lot of clothing in my wardrobe, therefore I want the paint to be kind of solid color, and then I can wear my top to be printed fabric on top of it. That's one. Second, I want the colors to be in a certain way that a lot of tops can be paired, like I can change the combination of the pairing paints and top. It just not just like one top can go with one paint, but one top can go with multiple paints, and multiple paint can go with, and one paint can go with multiple tops. So that is the design that I'm going with for my wardrobe. And that is, last week was the first time I actually saw a paint for myself that I wore, and it looks good. So, and for last week, I pick the red fabric for the paints, and the top one for the top. With this in mind, what are the fabrics that the next paint will be in? So I have two here that my son picked, and I want that same color. I put this here for instance. So I like those two as well. I'm trying to put them in a way that we can see them. So I like those two for my paints as well, and I think I'm spring color type, but I'm not sure. And I'm not going based, I'm not choosing color based on what a color type says. I'm choosing color based on what I'm drawn to, and at least right now I'm drawn to those vivid colors, and you can see that the red is quite vivid. So is the top, that one with it. So two vivid color, but the top is the printed one. So by picking those two, I'm thinking about what color would be the top, because when I saw this top, I need to improve the pattern. So I redraw the pattern, and I need to sew it again to see how this pattern is going to fit me. So, and I like the pen, therefore I'm going to sew more of the pen because I'm building my wardrobe. So what about this red? So as I put this red on it, I think this red as a top will go with this blue, will go with this green, knowing that red is the opposite of green, and like red complementary color is green, therefore it's going to go well with the green, but I feel like it's going to go well with the blue as well. So I think this is a good pick to go with those two. There is this brown that I pick as well for paints. And I think this red should be able to go with them. So having three paints like this, another one that is red, what are the other top colors that can go with them? Let's see if we'll be able to put those somewhere here. Okay, so let's have some shelf here, and we know that we have this green that will go well with them. What about this yellow? I feel like this yellow can go well with them as well. What do you think? But I do not want the top to be yellow. I do not want the top to be solid color. So therefore, I'm not sure. I just don't think yellow is my color to go to make a yellow paint. But the yellow paint and this yellow top will be great. I think this is paler color compared to this though. This is very vibrant. You know what? I think I'm going to add it to my paints because it's very vibrant now that I put this yellow next way. This look kind of vivid color when I was having it with the red, but when I put them together right now, it looks pale compared to this yellow, the solid yellow. And this will go with, in fact, those three. We have the green in it, we have the blue in it as well. But yeah, I thought this would be a good top, but I just don't want it in solid color. So it might just be a paint then. So what about this one? And I think it can go as a top. It can go on the green, it can go on the blue, and it can go on the brown. And the print are small as well, and I think it will be a good combination for them. What about this red? And I think this red will go well with all three as well. As a top, on the green, on the blue, on that, and this red is a vivid color as well. But I think that will be a good top. They are different red, but I think that's two outfits right there. Two tops here to go with those, and when I add this to it, that is three tops here to go with those three paints. And of course we have the red paints, and then we have this yellow top as well. Okay, so it's getting complicated here. But you get the point. So we do have those tops. Let's make a little bit so that each one of them can show up. So we have those tops to go with our paint. Let's not forget the red fabric down there. What do you think? So that's how I'm choosing my fabric for the paints. I'm choosing it in a way that a lot of top can go with it, a color in a way that it is solid, and multiple tops with print will be able to go with it. So let's say You see how this, for instance, is a yellow but has some blue and red and green in it? They could, just by seeing those blue in it, they could go together. But not just that, this type of yellow is just go, when I look at it, it's just, to me, they can be work together. Even though they are not like complementary color or anything, I think it just work well with it. So it's not just about choosing some colors, but I'm having some strategic some thinking going with it, and I just don't know why I'm so drawn to those vivid colors. I can pick a color here, for instance. Generally I like blue and pink, and now I like blue and green. But look at this blue. I don't like it to sew paint for myself with it. Why? I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of dull color. Maybe a lot of gray mixed with. That would be autumn color, I would think, when muted. Brown, gray is added to mute the color down. I'm not sure, but it just does not speak to me. On the other hand, if I pick this, I like it, and that is the difference between the two. So I'm not sure why I like one over the other, but I think this has more gray in it than this one. This is a light blue but bright, so I like this blue, but not so much this one. Another example will be this blue. I'm not drawn to it to sew a paint on for myself in it. But then I bring this in. I like this. I just don't have enough of it. Otherwise, I'll have picked it. And what is the difference? I'm not sure. This is, both are dark blue in some way, but this is a little bit muted compared to this one. I think that's not right. Please feel free to correct me. So I like this one. I just don't have enough of it. But this one, not so much, is okay, but just not what I want to sew my paint in. So another example would be this green. I like this green, I just don't have enough of it. But then I have this, and I like it. So I like this one as well. And in fact, when I was talking about those, I should have told you the color. So if I pick this one say Provence blue. And this one say light blue. Provence blue, light blue. Okay, anyway, so this one say blue, and this one is navy. No, this is ink, and this is blue. Blue, ink. So pretty much by noting colors that I'm drawn to, I'm carrying a piece of it for my color swatch. Is it what I should call it? Color swatch? And I have not organized it well yet, but it is the width of the fabric by 6 inches. And I'm just having them here so that I can have our collection of those colors that we like. But pretty much I'm doing it for all of them though. And I'm adding the name of the color inside of it so that when I'm done, when I have time, sometimes I can fold it well. So I'm sewing it, I'm carrying it long enough, wide enough, long enough, 6 inches long, but for the 2 inches wide, that's the length of the fabric. And I will just fold it and file it for us, so that later when we are thinking about fabric to purchase, fabrics that I will be able to come here and go through the fabrics and make decisions for our business and ourselves as well. So I've been adding the name of the color inside, because later I have a way that I'm going to file them, and I don't know if I have one on hand. But that is what I'm trying to make with them. And inside I will have the name of the fabric there, and I'm making it for this as well. And this is bigger, 12 inches long by the length of the fabric. This is 6 inches long by the length of the fabric, and I like this one. It's thinner than this one, therefore I'm going with 6 inches. But it is, by folding it like this, it gives me a good one. The fraying is not showing up, that it won't continue to fray much, but it's giving me enough surface that I can, you know, compare and make decision of outfit to pair, colors to pair, and things like that, or color to order and things like that, you know. And if I want specific, I have paper inside of it that I have the instruction on, that I can pull out and read. But if I want to open the fabric to better compare colors, I can do that, because I have enough here to work with. That's what I'm going with, a wider color swatch size, 6 inches long by the length of the fabric. Originally I wanted to cut them in bias, 6 by 6 or 12 by 12, but then I just feel like that way carrying the bias won't fray, and I can just sew it onto paper and put it in my binder. But I just feel like this one, and I can just put it inside a container, and just have them. But those are 100% cotton, and I have a board inside of it, and it's just something I'm proposing that is free from the store, that I'm proposing. But any boxes that you might have at home, you could cut in small pieces to pretty much insert it inside of it. It will hold a stronger type. But that is what I'm going to do one day if I'm wanting to chill, which is almost never. But but those days happens. I can just get iron and cardboard, and just fold them in, you know, and file them. But more importantly, I'm writing the title of the fabric inside, the color, so that I know what kind of green is. For instance, this one is evergreen. Like, I'm not very good with colors, so if they say it's called evergreen, then next time I'm looking for this type of color, when I'm searching online to shop for fabric, then I know that I'm going to be looking for evergreen. Does that make sense? So, but yeah, our color swatch, so that deserves a video on its own, but it's not the point of today's video. So let's put it on the side. And now I don't even know what I was talking about before, sorry about that. But yeah, so that's how I'm choosing my colors. But in the midst of all of that, there are other colors that I came around and picked, and I have them here, but we are not going to purchase them from our store just yet. So probably next year we purchase some stack of fabric from our store to sew clothes, and this is not in it. But I went through the things to see the colors that I'll be drawn to, and I pulled them out with silk that things in mind of colors, that picking them in a way that I will be able to pair multiple tops with them. And again, for paints, and those are the colors that I pick based on what we have available, and I'm drawn to them as well. I like them, and I think I will say they are bright colors. What do you think? I think they are bright colors. And there is a brown that I like, but I don't have a lot of it on hand. But I think that's the same brown. Hazelnut. But those are the next set that I pick as well to sew my paints, and I think I will have enough paint. But right now I only have one paint that I'm wearing. And it is a type of maternity paint that I purchased when I was pregnant with my youngest child. And after the pandemic, and I had to go back to work because I work from home, and I still work from home, but time to time I'll go to the office. But when I went to my wardrobe, this paint is the only one. In fact, I had two maternity paints, a khaki and this one, but the khaki didn't fit well to start with, so I don't know if that'll fit well now, 8 years later. But this is the one that fits me well out of everything else. And then my children, they grew, the girls, to the point that some of them are wearing my pants, some of them are wearing my top. So I gave them my clothing, most of my wardrobe as well. And I downsized my wardrobe before, some years prior, and now they reach a teenage stage that they are wearing my outfits, and I gave them a lot of my clothes as well. Now I have some clothes, some tops, some shirts, button shirts, and some cami and cardigan that I have. I have some dresses where they are polyester, so for 8 hours of work I don't really want to be in polyester, therefore I'll be sewing my own clothes. And I kept some of those tops, some of those clothing, because I can redesign the pattern, because I like some of them. I can redesign it to have it in natural fiber. But yeah, just have one paint that I wore every time I go to the office, and I've been doing it for what, 4 years now. That, no, not 4 years, maybe 2 years that we went back to the office. But again, I work from home, and then I'll go there time to time, so it's not every day that I'm going there. So it's working for me right now, just having one paint, because when I'm back, I wash my clothes on a weekly basis, or every 2 weeks or so. So I get a wash. But yeah, but I still sew for my kids, because I want their school wardrobe to be ready. And now I took the plan to the lip to sew paint for myself and a top for myself last week. They are good. I wore them, and that's the first time I saw something for myself that I actually wore out. If I can remember, I could have done it when I was younger, but as an adult, that's the first time. And yeah, I'm going to sew more, but I'm strategically picking those fabrics so that I don't have a lot of clothes, and I can just pair things with what I have. That's that in mind that I'm picking up those fabrics, and I pick those for next year sewing, like 2025 sewing, because we are in November 2024 right now. And those are the fabrics that I pick. This is hazelnut. This blue is lagoon. Lagoon. And this one is magenta, and this will be gray. Yeah, gray. That's all they say. But again, they are bright colors, but I'm drawn to them. Therefore, that's what I'll pick for myself for the pants, and I'll just have to think about the top that will go with them. And so far, we found 3 fabrics there that will be great for tops. At least out of the list of fabrics that we purchased from our store. And I tend to cover those so that they don't get dusty. Do you think this will be a good top for that? I just feel like it might be for that one, but not for the others. So I don't know, it's not going to be there. I think this will be a good one, but I don't know if I will sew it for my middle daughter, because my oldest one picked this fabric and I sew it. I cut a pattern out of it for her, and I don't know if my middle daughter will be interested in it. Therefore, I don't want to sew something for myself in it. I like to keep it in case she's interested. What about this? Will that be a good top for all of them? I'm not feeling it. I don't know why. But that's pretty much how I pick those pants for myself. And I might probably add this yellow to it. But again, yes, who is there? Open the door. Okay, thank you. Jaden showered already. Ask Angelique to wake him up so that he can shower. So we can leave in the morning when they are ready. Yeah, so I might add this to the list as well. But yeah, the pants that I saw, I like it, and I'm going to keep that design, at least to cut 2 outfits or 2 fabric out of that. But I don't know if I'll have another pant design that I will want to add to my collection. If so, then I have some other fabrics that I might, sew that in. But I only have 1 pattern for pants that I've been sewing for my kid and myself, and I like it, and that is great. Now I want to focus on my top, because the top is where that I have improvement to make. I sew a pant quite a bit for my kids, make multiple iterations to get it to that, and I like it, and I like to keep it like that and keep sewing that pattern until I master it. It's not really the sewing the issue though, it's the design of the pattern. So I like that, and I think I need to focus more on the top to narrow down, to master the basic top pattern that I wanted to have. So, but yeah, those are the choices that the color that I chose for my pants and the idea behind it, so that I do not have an extensive wardrobe, but something minimal that I can just, with some top, I can just, 1 top can go with multiple colors and 1 pant can go with multiple tops type. But that is the idea behind it, and that's how I'm choosing fabrics for my pants. Thank you for my pants and my top. But thank you so much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for your time. We thank you very much, you all that subscribe to our channel. We thank you very much for all your comments. I'm Afiavi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and in ourself.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways you can save money and different ways you can make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And sewing your own clothing is one way to save money. because those are printed fabric and they're on sale for $2, and I purchased them to sew things to sell, and we are sewing clothing for ourselves, and we are buying it from the business. So, but yeah, and if I use 3-4 years for repaint for myself, for instance, that would be you know, $8. I'm not including my time in it, but the elastic, the thread, and the fabric, I can just say $9, $10. But I think a pen for myself is going to cost more than $10. If it's on sale, yeah, it might be less than whatever it's going to cost, but it's not going to be $10. So, and that's one way to save money. And I like those fabrics. They are easily accessible at the store. You can find them at the store, and they are 100% cotton. Yes, it requires a lot of ironing though, but I grew up ironing my clothing for school as well. So ironing clothing is now is something that I'm used to. So, and I still iron some clothes when before I wear them. So it's not a big deal for me, but that is my choice. So thank you so much.